Hey everyone, D3 here from BrightIdeaScouting.com. It's another blustery day in Minnesota. It's about 35 degrees, cold, rain, windy, but we still came to the park today to answer your questions. So today's Thursday, and I know I'd originally planned on giving you a resource that we use for helping us with the planning of our events, but I decided to take that off till tomorrow because I had a great question last night. And for those of you that don't know, Cub Hub, which is the official side of the Boy Scouts of America for Cub Scouts, does a weekly Twitter chat called Cub Chat, hashtag Cub Chat, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. So last night I finally had a chance to participate in that with my schedule and everything, and it was a great time. We were talking about outdoor activities, what can we do to help enhance our programs through outdoor activities. That was a great time. Get to meet a lot of new people, make some new friends on Twitter, and just have a great discussion about all that. So I'd encourage you, 7 p.m. Central Time, Wednesdays, to check it out on Twitter, hashtag Cub Chat, and make sure to follow at Bright Idea for myself and at the Cub Scouts for those, and you'll be able to get updates on that. So, but a question came afterwards, was, hey D3, what was the number one activity that you've done that's really helped your pack? And I understand the context of this question because we just came out of the discussion of talking about outdoor activities. And I know they're kind of looking for the answer of, like, you know, we do scavenger hunts and we do hikes and we do biking and fishing and all those fun things. And those are all great. So I can't really choose one as to the best. But then I sat back and said, what has really made our pack better? The growth that I've seen in the last 2 years, we've doubled the pack size, we've gotten a lot more kids involved, we've got a lot more parents involved. We went from 3 people on our committee to at times 20 parents. Right now, kind of the average sits around about 15. So I got to think about, what is that number one activity that we've done that's done it? And it's really simple. After we do an event, take a bike ride or fishing trip, at the next committee meeting, which we call our PAC Family Council, to encourage everyone so it doesn't sound so prim and proper and everything, because we want all the families involved with it. At the end, at the next one, we do what's called a start, stop, and continue. And for those of you that were in the Boy Scouts, you know that after every event in the Boy Scouts, we would do a start, stop, and continue. And so that's something I brought back into the pack and stuff. So what is a start, stop, and continue? So you think about the event you just did. In this case, let's take a bike ride. We just went down to the bike trail and we did a 6-mile bike ride and stuff. So first question you'd ask is start. So what is something that we did not do that we need to do the next time? Something we got to start doing. Well, if it's cold, we could say something like, well, next time I want to bring hot cocoa afterwards and stuff. And also next time, let's start by having a form to fill out as to who attended, because when we go on that bike ride, that satisfies the bicycling belt loop. So we just think of all those things that we didn't do that we should do that would help it make better next time we do it. So we start with the start. Next thing is stop. So what is something that we'd want to stop and stuff? And maybe you can be, you know, like this time we decided to have everyone wear Class A uniforms, which is a great thing. But if it's cold or chilly out, you know, we could say, you know, a Class B and a jacket is acceptable. We don't need to necessarily require that the boys have a Class A uniform on. So something like that is sort of a tweak, so to speak. So start, stop, and continue. So what are things that went well that we said next time when we do this, we absolutely have to have it? And those are the continues. Things like, you know, meeting down at the bike trail rather than the church where we typically meet. Let's continue that. So it's an alternate location from our normal thing, but it's something that worked out well. Another thing, obviously, telling people ahead of time that they needed to bring helmets. Let's continue that so that we don't have what happened 2 years ago when half the people showed up without helmets going, I don't need to, and we have to gently remind them about the guide to safe scouting. So that activity after the activity has really been what has helped us, because it allows us, as you've seen our other ones, the freedom to try new stuff, the freedom to fail if need be. Then afterwards, it's a constructive way of saying, what are things we need to start? What are things we need to stop? And what are things we need to continue to go on? And I believe that that's really been the number one activity that we've done as a pack that has really helped improve the pack. So there you have it. And then tomorrow, we'll be indoors going over the number one resource I use in planning all of our events, and a tool that's free for you to use as well. We'll see you tomorrow inside the virtual park.